We're going to be talking to a fast food franchise owner. Is it everything that Jaybird has ever dreamed of? Jaybird has got a fascination and loves his fast food. So can he actually tell a real fast food franchise owner from somebody trying to pretend like they're a fast food franchise owner? Where's his BS meter on this? We've got Darren on here. Hello, Darren.
Hello. Good to be speaking with you.
Good speaking to you as well, Darren. And we have Kiriana on here as well. Hello, Kiriana.
Hi.
How you
Good
doing
morning.
today? Okay.
Good morning.
Okay, Jaybird's shaking his head like he just, in the sound of a voice, can already detect who is a fast food franchise owner.
Slow your roll over there, Clouseau.
The swagger this guy has when it comes to all things fast food.
You think I'm already kind of come off a little arrogant over here?
You got smugness. Smugness.
He looked at me and he looked like Kevin's voice.
Yeah.
I rolled my eyes at one of the two callers already.
Already.
You don't know nothing.
Bird, we're going to let you start off with the question here. We each get one question before we have to guess which one of these two is an imposter. We're going to start off with Darren with the first question. What is your question, Jaybird?
Darren, let's say you have an idea or an employee has an idea for a new sandwich or a new sauce, something that's going to really change and move the meter here. How do you go about that process?
Yeah, sure. At Sonic, we have a lot of input into corporate on the menu. So what typically happens is when the franchise owners get together formally, there are some structured meetings where they come to corporate with menu ideas that they've either come up with on their own or that were submitted by employees. And that's got to go through test kitchen preparation, typically some field testing out at franchise locations. And it's kind of a long lead thing because so many people are ordering via mobile now. Mm-hmm. So if you make any changes to the menu, it's got to go in the app. It's got to go on the website. It's got to pass all the testing, that I talked about. So so that's kind of the nuts and bolts of how it happens.
Yeah. Bird, I'll let you know, because I know when you heard Kiriana's voice, that's when you kind of made the little face over there like, okay, imposter. Darren had a lot of ums and ahs. That is a guy that was just trying. Oh, you're about Darren.
I do not think Kieran is the imposter.
You think Darren's the imposter?
Darren,
without a doubt, the
if
imposter.
I had to bet my
Who's
life,
Kieran?
I'm sorry.
You put Kiriana and Darren together.
Kiriana is the real person. I'd bet my life/face on it that Darren is the imposter.
Darren gave us too many ums and ahs.
Yeah,
right there.
he didn't answer the question really. He did, but he didn't.
Okay, so let's see how Kiriana does answering the exact same question about suggestions for new menu items. Your fast food franchise, how would that be handled, Kiriana?
Yes, so at Chick-fil-A, the Chick-fil-A sauce is actually made by an operator. I don't think many people know that, but it was made by an operator years ago, and how it kind of works is, again, it's called the support center. We don't call it corporate, but the support center really takes suggestions from all restaurants and, team members, and they then test it within Chick-fil-A at the support center. For example, there will be regional planning meetings that all operators in a certain region, like the Midwest, the South, etc., will go. They'll test brand new items that will potentially be on the market in a year or two, whether seasonally or permanently. Mm-hmm. And they see how the operators react and then potentially bring it on the market, like a new sandwich coming this fall.
Okay. How'd you feel about that, Bird?
I changed nothing.
Okay. My question, I'm going to start with Kiriana on this round. Let's say, for instance, somebody brings you a delicious Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and it's got a bolt in it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I just got a bolt in my sandwich. I need food. I'm going to sue you guys. They're making a scene. Everything is chaotic inside your delicious chicken restaurant. How do you handle this situation? What does the person who supposedly had a bolt in their sandwich get, Kiriana?
Well, luckily it hasn't been that terrible where there's been a bolt, but just like every restaurant, things happen. And my sister-in-law actually handles those. It's called like Chick-fil-A Cares. So you call the care line, and then the care line would contact us to okay, the restaurant had this, or I'm sorry, the guest had this experience with your restaurant. So reach out to them and like see how you can. It's called going the extra mile. So see how you can go the extra mile with this guest. So my sister-in-law has heard some horror stories, but then, you know, there are some guests that, you know, just demand the world.
Yes.
And will never be happy.
Yep.
So she definitely is like, here's like free, you know, sandwiches in the future, free salads, like, you know, for a week kind of thing. So we'll try to go the extra mile to get them back and get them happy because, you know, one scenario shouldn't base it off, you know, the rest of their encounters with us.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Darren, as a fast food franchise owner, somebody brings you an item with a bolt in it and demands the world. How do you handle it?
Well, certainly we take care of them real time in terms of replacing the food that they ordered that they were dissatisfied with. We also typically offer them a complimentary meal for the future. And we have a care team as well that can reach out to the affected guest and make it right with them.
Okay. Virginia, do you have a question for these prospective fast food franchise owners?
I do, guys. Okay, so my bright-eyed and bushy-tailed friend over here, Jay Bird, loves the idea of food service, but really doesn't have a lot of food service experience. What's the one thing that you would say you were green about that when you discovered was part of your job, you were like, wow, this is like the hardest thing I have to do that I didn't realize was going to be so hard about food service?
Okay, Darren, we'll start with you to answer that first.
Honestly, cleaning was the hardest part of food service. I mean, just maintaining a pristine restaurant environment, both in the kitchen, in dining, you know, keeping up with all the regulatory and inspection requirements.
Yes.
It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work that really nobody enjoys doing. So it's that grunt work, and it's maintaining the cleanest environment possible that I didn't expect would be so onerous with a food service business.
Okay. Kiriana, how would you answer that same question, the thing that surprised you most when you got into owning your own fast food franchise?
Yeah, like agreeing with Darren, cleaning, but mainly I'd say retention of team members, especially like, you know, during COVID. You know, people want to feel like they're part of the team, a part of the family, and just like having to do that with everyone. I've been honored to, you know, just organize events for the team and make them feel involved. We actually just came from Atlanta, which is where the support center was, and drove 8 hours with a team of 10 people. So, you know, we give these team members opportunities to really grow and feel like they belong. And, you know, every shift is actually fun. So, but I'd say retention is the most difficult in terms of, you know, you have great team members, but then they like just leave and you're like, okay, well, now we have to replace them, but also want that person to feel included and, you know, cared for.
It's so different now than when I started in food service in the late 80s, because they did not care about team in the 80s. Like now they actually do like team building and fun stuff.
Yeah.
Back in my day, it was brutal.
I don't know, man. I was not too long ago. I saw a bunch of Burger King employees fighting with each other. No teamwork whatsoever.
No teamwork whatsoever.
I thought they were going to kill each other, like the Hunger Games in there.
Who's our imposter, Virginia?
Oh,
Is it Darren or is it Kiriana?
I think they both did a great job. But I do think that Darren is the imposter.
Okay, I agree with you, Bird.
Darren is fake. He is fake like vegan cheese.
Okay.
Damn. You called him vegan cheese? He's nut cheese? Damn, Darren.
Kiriana, well, let me just ask Darren. Darren, are you a fake?
And are you nut cheese?
I am a fake.
I knew it!
And that vegan cheese remark really stung.
So, Kiriana, you're really plugged into Chick-fil-A, huh?
I am. I married into it March of 2022. My husband's been with Chick-fil-A for about 7-8 years now. He started in Chicago, and so it's been really cool just to do that alongside him.
Nice.
They don't ever seem to fail. They seem to do very well. So you're in a good business.
Yeah, thank you. And just to answer real quick your drive-through line, because I double checked with him yesterday.
Yeah.
So the drive-through line that Virginia has gone through,
Yep.
it is approved by Chick-fil-A. So it's based off algorithms, and the Chick-fil-A has to get approved by the support center, and then that specific Chick-fil-A can choose to opt in or out of it.
And what Virginia was talking about, there's a special lane. Was it just for the app, orders through the app?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Right.
its own drive-through lane
yeah,
that
'cause
goes super speedy fast.
Mine doesn't have that. When I go to the one at Palm Beach Lakes, I order on the app, but you still have to stay in line.
Well, you got to drive to Stewart then.
That sounds easy.
What do you do? What do you do on Sundays? Oh, we go to Butt Chicken and Seafood.
Oh, dog, look at you. Look at you over there.
He's hardball.
Yeah. Kiriana, thank you so much for reaching out to us.
Thank you. I love you guys so much, and I'm a FAU alumni, so hoot hoot.
Who's
Bring it back around.
I love it.
Very nice. I appreciate that. If you'd like to be a part of Who Is Legit, got a great story, fun profession, something like that, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com.